Have you ever stood in front of the mirror after a breakup and thought, it was because of my body? I know you have. And if you've never been through that yourself, you know someone who has. 'Cause this pain is more common than we talk about. It lives in silence, inside closed bedrooms, inside hearts that learn to smile even while broken. Let me tell you how this feeling actually works. Not in the pretty way the internet likes to show. In the real way. The way that hurts. You were in a relationship. You loved this person. You gave attention, care, presence. You were a partner, a companion, a confidant. And then the day came when something changed. He left, or pulled away, or started looking at you differently. And in your head, the first thing that came wasn't he didn't deserve me or he was just immature. The first thing that came was, it's because I'm fat. And that sentence, so small, so cruel, started growing inside you in a way you didn't even notice. You began analyzing everything. Every photo he liked on social media. Every woman he looked at on the street. Every comment he made about other people's bodies. You were gathering evidence. Building a case against yourself. Like a detective working to destroy the very defendant she's supposed to represent. And when you saw that he moved on with a thinner woman, it was as if the jury had delivered its verdict. Guilty. Your body was the problem. But I need to ask you an important question right now. A question that maybe no one has ever asked you with sincerity. What if you're completely wrong about this? I'm not saying the world is perfect. I'm not saying fat phobia doesn't exist, because it does and it's real and it hurts in ways we can't even name. But I am saying that the conclusion you drew about your relationship may have far more to do with the wounds you were already carrying than with what actually happened. Think about it. When a thin woman goes through a breakup, does she think it was because of my weight? No. She thinks about 1,000 other things. Incompatibility, lack of connection, bad timing, immaturity, betrayal, lack of love. But when you, a plus-size woman, go through a breakup, your mind goes straight to one single answer. Your body. As if your body were so large it erased everything else you are. So I ask you, who taught you that? 'Cause someone did. Might have been the television you watched as a child, where the fat character was always the funny one, never the beloved one. Might have been family comments made at the dinner table. Might have been a classmate who gave you a nickname you never forgot. Might have been an ex he had, thinner, closer to the standard. Might have been 1,000 things. But someone planted that seed inside you. And it was watered for years by silence, comparison, and shame. And now, in a moment of pain, that seed has bloomed. Became certainty. Absolute truth. When in reality, it was never anything more than a lie dressed up as an explanation. Do you know what happens when we believe that lie? We stop investing in ourselves. We enter the next relationship already expecting to be left. We accept less than we deserve because we feel like our bodies need to apologize for existing. We love with fear. We give ourselves halfway because we hold the other half back, waiting for rejection to arrive. And then the prophecy fulfills itself. Not because the body was the problem, but because the fear became the problem. I want you to understand something that's hard to accept but will change the way you see yourself. Men leave thin women too. Every day. All the time. They leave beautiful, intelligent, successful, funny, loving, by every standard perfect women. Breakups don't have a preferred body type. Rejection doesn't only choose plus-size bodies. What happens is that when you carry a deep insecurity about your body, anything that goes wrong in your love life becomes confirmation of that insecurity. It's like wearing glasses that only let you see what you already believe. You filter everything through the pain you already feel. And I know that's easy to say. I know that in practice, when you're lying in bed at 2 in the morning staring at a photo of him with her, clear thinking is nowhere to be found. Pain has no logic. Pain only has pain. But it's exactly in those moments that you need to be more gentle with yourself than at any other point in your life. 'Cause what's happening there isn't your body failing. It's your heart suffering. And hearts suffer regardless of what size pants you wear. Now I want to talk to you about something beyond the breakup. I want to talk about what comes after. 'Cause there are women who go through this and come out the other side completely different. Not because they lost weight. Not because they changed their bodies. But because they changed their relationship with themselves. These women reached a point where they grew tired of placing their own worth in someone else's hands. Tired of waiting for a man to validate what they were worth. Tired of believing they needed to be different to deserve love. And when that happens, something truly shifts. It's not a quick process. It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. But when it comes, it's irreversible. You start looking in the mirror without searching for flaws. You start dressing the way that makes you happy, not the way that tries to hide. You start taking up space without asking permission. You start entering relationships knowing what you want and what you won't accept. You start to see that a man who looks at you like a problem is a man who has no place in your life. And you stop calling it luck. You start calling it a choice. Because in the end, the greatest change a plus-size woman can make in her love life has nothing to do with diet or the gym or new clothes. It has to do with the conscious, painful decision to stop being her own body's enemy. Your body has carried you this far. It has been through everything you've been through. It woke up every morning alongside you. It held the people you love. Felt pleasure, felt pain, felt cold, felt warmth. Your body has been on your side since day one. And all this time, whose side were you on? The side of the people who hurt you? The side of a standard that never included you? Enough of using your own body as an excuse for other people's behavior. He left. That hurts. That's real. But he left for reasons far more complex than your weight. And even if your body was a factor for him, that speaks to his limitations, his shallowness, what he chose to value. It says nothing about what you're worth. You are worth everything, exactly as you are right now in this moment. Not the size the internet wants. Not the size your family suggests. Not the size he prefers. Your size. And the woman who truly understands that, deep in her heart, will attract the love she always deserved. Not because she got thinner, but because she stopped believing she needed to.